Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I know I've been gone for a while, but I am finally semi-set up in my new place. As you can tell, scenery is a little bit different, but I am working on it, so if you give me a chance, there'll be stuff up on this wall, hopefully. And I'm back with a fragrance review on a fragrance that I've actually had plenty of time to test because I got it a little bit before my move, and I've had plenty of time. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the fragrance, compare it to the original. As you probably have already read, the fragrance at hand is going to be Happyland Signature Gold. So this is obviously a flanker of the original that I actually only have a decant of, but it's Happyland Signature. And I do also have the perfume solid of this one, which Happyland Signature can be described as mostly a gourmand fragrance. It's got tobacco, it's got blueberry, it's got kind of an apple pie feel. It is definitely in the gourmand territory, not ultra gourmand, but it's a pretty sweet fragrance. Yeah, the blueberries really shine in this fragrance. But it's a really nice fragrance, especially when it comes to cold weather. It definitely cuts through the cold. So this one is probably a house favorite. What he did was make a flanker of it, and in my opinion, this is a flanker. So let me talk to you about the notes in this, and then I'm going to talk to you about what it smells like and compare it a little bit to the original. So the notes of this are agarwood, amber, ambergris, basil, benzoin, davana, dried fruits, incense, labdanum, patchouli, tonka, and vanilla. Now, agarwood is interchangeable with oud for the most part, so I think a lot of you guys are going to hear that and think this is going to be an oudy fragrance. But what do I smell? I smell a lot of the original DNA. However, the sweetness is toned down because the sweetness in this is really brought to you more from the dried fruit than anything else. But it's not ultra sweet. It definitely is sweet. However, the agarwood note tones it down. So what it is basically the OG with this kind of richness, a little bit of spice, and this woodiness. So I would find this to be a very woody version of the original with a little bit more going on. This might be a little bit more exotic, bring a little bit more to the table, change things up a little. Not that the OG wasn't great. I actually really like the original Happyland Signature. It is a really nice cold weather fragrance, and it kind of works. It's a people pleaser. This is just if you want something a little different, maybe a little bit more complex, and if you really like woodier fragrances, because again, the woodiness in this is really front and center to me at least. But you also have things in here that darken it up a little bit. So I feel like the incense is definitely playing here. You've got the benzoin. So the benzoin isn't ultra sweet either, neither is the tonka. So I'm telling you, I really feel like the thing that sweetens it the most is the dried fruits. If you like a dried fruit note, you're definitely going to notice it in this fragrance. The dried fruit and the real woody nature of it are the two things that you're going to have front and center. The davana is going to add to that because davana is not used that often in fragrances, but I do feel like it kind of has like a dried fruit essence. And on top of that, you have basil, so it's got a little bit of an herbal essence, but I'm going to say this, the basil's not very loud, because for me, basil's a real hit or miss, typically more of a miss. It's really just very well blended. You have the signature DNA in the back, and then in the forefront you've got that woodiness mixed with the dry fruit and just a touch of spice. So that's what it smells like to me. If I were to pick between the two, I would say 8 times out of 10 I'd probably pick Signature Gold. I really like woodier fragrances, and sometimes I really like sweet fragrances sometimes when it's really cold. But because the Signature Gold is more toned down, a little bit more complex, and I feel like off of my skin, I feel like it did better because my skin pulls out sweet notes. So Signature Gold still goes sweet on my skin. Signature goes sweeter on my skin. And for me, the Signature Gold is a little bit more balanced on me. Signature Gold is not gourmand. I don't typically gravitate towards gourmand. I like how the blueberry is used in Signature, so I do still really like that one. But Signature Gold is really more my style in the long run. I do like how the incense is used here. And let's go on with the rest of it. So that is the scent profile. In terms of performance, I'm not gonna say too much. It is a Happyland fragrance, so it performs for me. If you're going to get a bottle, because of how strong these atomizers are, don't go more than 2 sprays, maybe 3 if you're gonna be outdoors. 2 has been my sweet spot for indoor settings. I would say that this is very unisex, because again, it's got the sweetness from dried fruit, you got the woodiness. If you don't like overly woody fragrances, that's the only thing I'm gonna say maybe it's not gonna be for you. But for me, I really like the woody nature of the fragrance. It is not as sweet as Signature. So remember, if you're looking for a sweeter fragrance, probably Signature is gonna be your go-to. But if the Signature sweetness was a little more than you typically prefer and you want something a little bit different, I would say go Signature Gold. When can you wear this? I mean, definitely I would only wear it fall and winter. It leans more evening, but if you're going somewhere fall, winter, and it is a colder day, you can wear it anytime. But if you're gonna wear it during the day, I would say I would gravitate towards outdoor settings rather than indoor, although I've done both. It really hasn't been a big deal. I've worn it at work. If you control your sprays, you can wear it at work. And because it's not too sweet, you can pull it off pretty much anywhere. You can pull this off during formal events, definitely date nights, pretty much anything you're gonna do, because again, it's really not too sweet. At least to me, it hasn't been too sweet. Also, if you guys want, there is a discount code. I'm gonna post it up here and right down below. You can use, there's no kickbacks, it's not an affiliate link or anything like that. It's just a discount code that he lets you guys use. If you have tried this and or Signature, let people know down below your experience with it, what you thought, where you typically wear it, and if you've tried both, let people know what your favorite is. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you liked it, be subscribed to my channel, hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop a new video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!